live from the cooking studios at the center. It's Cookinpellets.com, the podcast. A roundup of news, information, and recipes, and the only podcast focusing 100% on the pellet grill industry. And now here are your hosts, the Reverend of Barbecue and Junior.
No fillers, just some premium wood, hard maple, apple, cherry, and hickory. Try smoking some sausage, pizza, or cheese. Cookinpellets.com. Cookinpellets.com. Cookinpellets.com.
Hey, kids.
Visit Cookinpellets.com.
Hey, wow. How you doing? I got to tell you. Hi, folks. Welcome to YouTube and Cooking Pellets, the podcast.
Yeah, we're here finally.
Sorry about that. We got a little bit of a late start. I got dragged away. From this, and what happens when I get dragged away from things, from what I'm trying to focus on?
Squirrel.
Yeah. Squirrel. So this sounds good. I'm going to leave this off.
Good.
So yeah, we don't need those. It's just us chit-chatting.
So
right now we're supposed to be live broadcasting. Dang it.
Showing up on
Dang it. So again, I did it again. So here, you guys are going to hear this one more time. I keep on forgetting to do the stupid podcast thing.
We need a blooper reel.
Oh my God, what a bunch of idiots. So you're not going to.
Hey, you're on that side of the border. Don't call me.
I know, it's way my fault. Hold on, peeps. Okay, I'm glad we got that over and done with. Oh my God, I tell you. Okay, hey kids, how are you? Hey, welcome to Cooking Pellets Podcast number 5 with, he said it. I'm the Reverend of Barbecue, and that's the unequivocal Mr. JR Jr.
Put your headphones on once.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Why?
We're pretty tinny.
We're pretty Are we tinning? Yeah, we're just too hot. There you go. That's the only reason why.
Much better.
Sorry, peeps. We're just a little hot. So you just got to get closer on yours. So a little hot on the headphones.
Hi.
Yeah, that's nice.
Pretty good.
So, God, so much going on. So much going on in the world, guys. So we got we have this stupid looking thing here. This is actually for the podcast. We're building out the studio. I'd love to show them the rest of this, but I'm not gonna because it's wow.
We're working on it though.
Let me tell you, everything that you can't see out here, it's not good. But we had a really bad echo in this corner. There's a corner right behind me. There's another corner behind JR. And this is actually what's called a bass trap. So we actually have a sound booth for other things, but it's not big enough to do this. So we're changing this over to like a broadcast studio, slowly but surely. So it's a work in progress, as am I. Mom always told me that. Face for radio and a work in progress. Thank you very much. But I'm bump.
Yeah, where you go?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
See, now you don't have your headphones.
I don't have my headphones. I don't even know if I can. I don't know. I know nothing.
You probably hit the cricket button.
I did. Oh my God. So lots of things to talk about today. We got a nice pile going on here, I see. We got, start off, I don't want to lay a lot of time on this. We have the COVID-19, the coronavirus, the Chinese virus, as our president called it yesterday twice and got slapped at. No, he's not being racist at all.
No.
It is the China virus. It's the Wuhan virus. It's, it came out of the wet. I mean, there's a million different things you can believe, whatever the heck you want. Read. And I have more opinions than you want to hear, or you. I'm pointing at the mic.
We're not here for opinions.
We're not here for opinions because, God, I got a lot of them. I'll tell you this, though, people. Don't go nuts. Don't go off the deep end. There's not going to be a mass exodus of closure. There's not, we just need to be smart about it. It's common sense time. Can we all pull together on the common sense, please? Everybody, common sense. Let's not breathe in everybody else's space. I mean, I'm breathing.
Can I have a
in
drink
his.
of water?
We're about 6 feet high. Yeah, I have drinking water. Yeah.
Okay. No, can I have a drink of it?
Okay, can you have a drink of it?
Yeah.
Sure. You want a kiss later, too?
Well,
Thank you. Well,
just to make sure we complete the process.
Long story short, we're both not sick. We know this. I have alcohol poisoning now, not from inside, outside, from all the alcohol rub that I've been using on. I'm rubbing everywhere. I'm rubbing alcohol. So, thank God.
TMI.
And yeah, thank you. Long story short, I knew that was going to happen. I got to call him back. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're trying to do this during the day, and we should not have done it. I apologize. So, the coronavirus thing, common sense will cure all in this.
Mostly.
If you don't feel good, stay in. Stay away from others. If you think you have the virus, go online to the cdc.gov site. That's the official site. Go there. Read what they have to say about what you have, why,
symptoms,
the symptom, everything. It's got all that on there. If you have those symptoms, you may have corona. Stay in. Call the doctor, set up something. I know it's not easy for some people, but I don't think we need face masks that don't work, and nobody's, needs more than 100,000 feet of toilet paper at a time.
I was at the gas station today. They were handing out coffee now. They can only pour it themselves and hand it to you.
Right.
And I'm standing in line both at the coffee and at the cash register, and everybody was on top of each other. There's no 6 foot rule. I mean, it's just
you have to be aware. I mean, really put your hands out like this and turn sideways. Go like that. I mean,
I'm too thin. You'll miss me.
No doubt. It's just a common sense thing. It's just it is driving me up a wall.
Yeah, you know what? The only thing we really should say about this, because everybody's got their own darn opinion on it,
is
that they came out and specifically said that 75% of the virus dissipates instantly. So when you cough or sneeze or something like that, 75% of it does dissipate. 25% of it will linger in the air for 66 minutes. If, say, you came into this room, coughed, and walked out, it would stay in here for 66 minutes before it would die. Okay. So I could come in a half hour later and I could possibly get it. But dude, that's what a cold is.
Yes.
So
who said that?
That was from the Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease and the Imperial College of the UK.
Okay. So
both very credible sources.
So, yeah. We have a lot of really smart people. I'm just going to say more than what's on Facebook. Cousin Jane, I don't listen to her because she's like wigged out. I don't go on Facebook because, we have Facebook for the business and it's all well and fine, but oh my God, go to the source. Don't listen.
Right.
Anyway, so long story short, we're all going to get through this.
Yes,
it's at the point now because we don't have any way to combat it, which is why they're trying to keep everybody away from each other. Like if he and I had this, you'd see us 24/7. Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
That ain't gonna be a good thing.
But you're right. That's exactly why we're going to just shut it down. Let's just end it real quickly. Everybody do their part and then get on with our lives.
Yeah.
The longer we screw around and say, I'm going to the store, I'm doing this, the longer it's going to take for us.
100%. So,
not that I don't want to stay around. Home,
So really the main thing is, let's remember If you guys are commenting on YouTube, by the way, we don't have the. Pardon me while I pull up the YouTube. Let me see if I can pull up the YouTube commenting.
Now we're really gone.
No. Oh boy, son of a Seabiscuit. I don't know if you guys are commenting. I pulled it up. Let's take a look, see, and see. No, but you guys can if you want.
Is it there?
Well, it'll show up here, I think, but
It's supposed to. And I still ain't got got no alert on my phone that we're live.
Anyway, and it might not be live as far as the commenting. I don't know if it's live, so we're not looking at commenting. We got so much to cover. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. Hey, if you're at YouTube, there's a little bell on the front page. There's a little bell, and it'll notify you when we go live, so you don't miss stuff. You know, we kind of do a couple of 3 or 4 minute rhetoric of, you know, just BS, even though we're 10 minutes into it now, 9 and 20. But we do this so everybody can go ahead and if they want to watch live, awesome. If not, we're here later. Don't worry about it. Podcast is the same thing. You never listen to a podcast live. So anyway, sensible. That's all I'm going to tell you. Be sensible. Keep away. Do what mom told you. Wash these. Wash them good. That's the best thing. And sanitize. And I'm going to have some of those drinks tonight.
Oh, sanitize.
Sanitize. A couple of drinks here to you.
Right.
Everybody stay healthy and happy.
I sanitized today. I've been
Sanitize, yeah. Last night, didn't you?
No, last Saturday.
So, I have all kinds here. You guys can. All kinds of paperwork we're trying. I got so many notes on notes of stuff that we're trying to do. So on this, I'm going to cross over to the thing we just came up with. I'm going to start with this. It has everything to do and nothing to do with Corona.
Perfect.
Yeah. First, everybody at the plant and at our distribution center here is completely healthy, happy, and good. Okay? The coronavirus will not live on a plastic bag for more than 3 days. By the time it gets produced, which is over 200 and some odd degrees for the wood itself and the pellets, when it goes in, by the time it goes in the bag, pellets produce, by the time it gets into the bag, if anything were to happen, by the time it gets here, nobody's going to get anything freshly made any sooner than 2 weeks. That's about how long it takes from our plant to here to get turned over and distributed, whether it's from Amazon or otherwise. The outer box, I don't know.
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay, so 24 hours.
Cardboard.
Excuse me, on a cardboard. So we are in contact and have talked with UPS, FedEx, and all of those, and they're very diligent on keeping drivers healthy. Those that are, everybody's been told, if you don't feel good, do not come in. So just giving you food for thought, just so you know. Our dealers have stock of product for you guys that are hunkering down. I know California just got told. And for you guys that are in and hunkering down, by all means, we have tons of stock. So Amazon has stock, we have stock, even though they're calling Amazon's not. Amazon does. They are not going to take the order, or our dealers have stock if there's one close to you, by all means. So
visit the website, go on the dealer page. You'll see a dealer close to you.
Yes.
Maybe.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm done talking about it. Done. You guys got enough earfuls already, and it's been 12 minutes. Now, on to something that has to do with it. Now that you guys are all hunkered in, I think it's time to have a good time, have some fun.
Hamburger.
So, yesterday we came up with, actually, I got the idea from one of our dealers who decided to do a little thing. Their town is closed down. There's 500 people in the town.
Are them T-Rex arms?
Yeah, those T-Rex arms. So there's 500 people in the town, and he decided to have fun and have a local but non-attended barbecue competition. So that turned into going into a first annual Cookinpellets virtual barbecue competition.
Yep, starting today.
So it'll start today. Today's date is the 20th, 3/20/20. On the podcast. The podcast is going to get put up. All you guys will hear about the podcast that are listening right now. If you hear it over the next week, it's going on through next Sunday.
29th.
No. It's not the 29th next Sunday, is it? It's the 29th next. No, it's the 23rd today. Oh my God, not the 20th. No, wait. It is the 20th today. It's going on through
Next Sunday.
next Sunday, which is the 27th, not this weekend. That's why. Okay. Sorry, I got lost.
29th.
Yes, the 29th would be a week from this weekend. Wow.
Bear with them.
It's been a long morning,
It's
please.
just, trust me, it's just water in there.
Okay, I need to turn that upside down. So, sorry. So the 29th, you are correct. I lost track of
Yes,
calendar.
sir.
Yeah. So that gives everybody the opportunity. Go to the website and look for a blog post on cookinpellets.com, blog underneath the home tab, and all the directions, how we're going to do it. And people are going to win pellets. You guys are going to win somebody could win 15 bags of pellets. That's like $400 worth of stuff delivered to your door.
Yep.
I mean, everything. It's a mix and match of all our stuff.
Except for Canada, Hawaii. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Canada, Hawaii. We can't until we get the new agreement in place with Canada and figure out something with Hawaii. Which, trust me, we're trying. We've been on it for months. So sorry.
Yes.
You can still show us stuff. I just can't send you 15 boxes anywhere because it would break us. I mean, it's just horrendously expensive.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see stuff from Hawaii. Oh my God, I would love to see like a smoked pineapple in a piglet or in a pork. You know how they cook in the ground,
In a pit,
but do a
Yeah,
pork pit
covered up with them bay leaves and stuff.
Yeah, banana leaves.
And banana leaves. That's it.
And then throw some pellets in there to smolder and smoke it while we're gonna do this.
I think we're going to Hawaii. We got an idea.
Done.
Yup.
Okay.
Business trip. It's a write-off.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I like how you spend my money. Are you my wife? Thank you very little. No, actually, she doesn't. But anyway, so we're doing a virtual barbecue competition. Everybody can be a part of it. Check Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. It'll lead you down. There's links. It'll take you to the page. There's not a lot into it other than we're going to tell you what we want, how we want it, and then done from there.
Yes.
So that's really cool. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that either. If you have something to say, please. All right, that's done. No.
Really, I mean, we do want everybody to join and do this, but if you don't have a pellet grill and you're using charcoal or you're using real wood like old school smoking, and bags of pellets ain't gonna do nothing for you, we still want to see your stuff, but
yeah, by all means, if you don't have a pellet grill, you have a charcoal or a gasser, by all means, go ahead and send us something. We'd still love to see it.
Yeah,
maybe you're gonna buy a pellet grill, and this will be your turn to push it and buy that grill, and then you'll have pellets.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you win, I mean that's awesome. And we're going down to 10 places. There's going to be 10 winners here. The first 5 are big winners.
Pellets.
But yeah, pellets. And then the next 6 are just swag bags that we're putting together.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so that's the big news there, and it'll be up on Facebook. Like I said, just check all the social media stuff, and it's all good. But cookinpellets.com /blog post, I think, or blog. Anyway, it's on there. Business. Moving on to business. What else are we doing? News. Oh, so we've decided to come up with a little format, and we might run a little over today because we get a bunch of stuff. Generally, we're an hour. Generally, we're once a month. We're doing better than once a month, but it's kind of when we get time to do it, and I need to talk to everybody about how things get done. It's hard for us to schedule. Believe it or not, we're really super busy, even with everything closing down, because people, they're going to be staying home more, so they're buying more stuff, which is awesome, and we're happy to help. So we're trying to do the best we can with what we have. That's why we decided to do something fun for all of us. Instead of being bored, let's go ahead and do the competition, or if you guys have questions or whatever, always you can email either me or Junior JR at cookinpellets.com or CB at cookinpellets.com, or just drop us a note, whatever you want to do. But long and short, we decided that we're going to cover news, we're going to do some open chat, and then we're going to do a recipe. Every show, that's kind of how we're going to do news, chat, recipe. So even though we're doing a good job of chatting right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Chewing the fat. We're noshing.
Yeah.
We just need some food to nosh on.
Yeah. Oh no, because it's terrible. So you know, the one thing, I just got back from the Hearth Patio Barbecue Show. It's our main show that we do every year. You were sick this year. How you feeling, by the way?
Wonderful.
Do you have Corona?
No.
Would you like one to drink?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm going to have vodka Corona.
Vodka roll.
So yeah. So the HPB Hearth Patio Barbecue Expo. It's a private show. It's not for open. You guys out that buy retail can't go to it. It's for those that sell to guys like you.
Wholesalers.
So yeah, wholesalers. So thank you. Big word.
I like big words.
Yeah. So because we were down there, I thought it was going to get canceled. You were laid up, and you're feeling better, thank God. And when I was down there, we were in Louisiana, and the parish we were in, which is like a county everywhere else, called parishes down there, they ended up having nothing to 33 people in 3 days. So I left a little early. It happens. But what I did do is I bought some stuff, and I'm going to share it with you guys because it's pretty cool. 2 little things, and we're going to do this every once in a while. You that are on YouTube will see this. I found this. There's a company in there called Grill Light. It's grilllight.com. Nobody's paying me for this. I'm doing this because these guys are not new, but newer in business. They're around a couple, 3-4 years. You can find them in certain hardware stores, barbecue stores, whoever carries products like ours. If you don't find them, grilllight.com. So this, and if you're looking at it, now the podcast can't see this, so I'm going to describe this beautiful box. It's about 17, 18 inches long. That has a spatula on one side inside this cardboard box, and a tong on the other side. I'm going to hold it up for those at YouTube to see what it looks like. There you go. It's beautiful, lovely. Can't stand how gorgeous it is. Here's the cool thing. How many people want to have a light when they're...
Look at that!
See? So this thing has a flashlight built into the handle. So at our house, there's a light on the deck that shines on the patio.
Yeah.
But when I stand in front of my grill, what happens? My fat head's in the light's way, so it's dark on the grill. So, and we're always like, oh, we should put a light here. But you always got to move it around when you're opening and closing. So now I can grab because it's on the handle, it lights up the whole grill area. It's very cool. And then that's on the spatula, and on the tongs, there's a light on one of the tongs too. So you can go ahead and I'll do this one too. So you can go ahead and scoop up or turn whatever you're going to turn. Anyway, it's grilllight.com, and I don't know the retail. They have a single, they have doubles, they have a really big spatula for fish and stuff. They got a bunch of stuff. Just check it there. Hey, if you guys go up and order, I can't give you any discounts. Just tell them Cookinpellets told you to go buy. I mean, they're good guys. I didn't get any discount from them. Actually, I'm not going to do this one. We'll save this one for next. Okay. But next podcast, we have a really cool apron we found. I wear an apron all the time. And it's cool because this is more manly than the standard apron. But we're going to get a discount code for this. Did you see this?
Okay.
Did you see the apron?
God. All my thoughts just flooded at one time. I couldn't hold them in.
Hey, you want to see this? Ignore the candy on the side of the van.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not going to let everybody see this.
That's cool.
Oh, see, that's what I'm looking for. So next week we're going to talk about this, and I'll get a discount code. I know I pulled away. I didn't want everybody to see it on YouTube.
I think they saw it.
Oh, did they? Son of a... Anyway, we're going to get a discount code for that, but it's a really cool apron. But they ain't cheap, but they're really nice. Be the last apron you buy.
When you talk to them guys, did you ask them if they can personalize them at all?
They can, actually.
All right.
So there you go. But we'll cover it on number 5. So, by the way, the winner of our virtual barbecue competition, even though it's in 9 days, when it ends, we're going to go ahead and write our next podcast. Did we talk about this?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're gonna write our next podcast, and we're going to announce the winner on the podcast and live on YouTube.
If we ever figure that out.
If we figure that out, yeah. But if you guys can't make either one, of course, you can go back to the podcast, listen, and you'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
anyway, so
There will be a delay though, a day or two delay on social media status.
Yeah. So if you really want to know it, watch for the live. Hit the little button. Make sure you get a chime that it chimes you. Hit that little bell on your YouTube stuff, and of course, subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, all of them. We're on all of them. So, that wasn't news, but it was news that I was at the HPBE. The one company that really did really well. This is newsworthy. That did not make it was Weber Stevens. Weber did not make. They usually have a very large, huge. They have a huge display, and they did not make it because of the whole Corona thing. I think there could have been other ancillary reasons. Now, for those of you that don't, that I'm sure you do, they just came out with this. Not taking away from anybody else's grill. When the Smoking Brothers guys came out with their grill, SmokingBrothers.com, they did really good. When RecTech when they came out with their newer grill, I mean, that one looks good. So they all have their levels of and what they're trying to succeed in. So Weber, they don't need our help on here by any means, but they did a really nice job on the design overall, except for a couple little things inside, which if you see YouTube,
minor
there's been some issues. So, they gave it a good college try, and it was probably a damn good thing that they didn't show up, because I know there's been some people that are a little testy with them, but they're working at it. I know this for a fact. I did talk to somebody that I'll just say talk to somebody that knows what's going on with the grill. Pretty close source of what's happening, and they are rectifying all issues. He didn't verify it, but I think there's going to be a relaunch, like a big relaunch.
Yeah.
But they need to do it because of what's going on. So they've had a few problems. They didn't test it. Whatever happened. It's a nice grill, and it takes our pellets. For some reason, well, that was another mistake. They use a different size pellet. Really, I think what happened was they really didn't look at the industry. But I'll tell you, they will work. Our pellets will work in it.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact because I've seen our pellets in it, burning, working. So, yeah.
And torquing?
Well, not quite torquing, but close. So that's, I'm not going to get any more into it. I'm not trying to slam them up against the wall, but they came out with a really nice grill. They've got issues, but they're working on it. For those of you that understand this, on YouTube, you guys, I'd love to see pictures of what you guys have. YouTube, podcast, whatever. I'd love for you guys to go ahead and send. We'd love to see pictures of you guys cooking on the grill, on a new Weber. That'd be awesome. The new news. This just came up. I don't know if I told you this. So I'm talking to the guys at Smoking Brothers, and they actually redesigned their Premier Series. So this is news for the industry. They redesigned their Premier Series. They've put their hopper is in the front, holds about 20 pounds. They put a stainless steel lid on that because it's more of a surface that everybody uses.
Yep.
And so it's more durable that way. And they raised the whole grill. I think it's 2.5 inches. They gave the whole top of it 2.5 inches.
Nice.
No extra cost. Even nicer. So there's 2 racks on top, and now instead of having to remove them to get stuff out, you don't really need to. It's got a boatload of room, and it's not a barrel. It's kind of a barn house style, a barn style, roof.
Yep.
To the top of the grill. So anyway, it's got a lot more room. So that's another little thing if you guys are looking at other grills.
Right, made here in the United States, Kansas City, right?
Yeah,
Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah,
St. Louis, Missouri, Missouri.
Yeah, somewhere down there. Other thing that I wanted to touch
Somewhere
on.
down there, eh?
Yeah, hey there, eh? Up here, it's not up here in Wisconsin, there. The other thing I wanted to touch on was we're not the only guys that do podcasts.
We're not.
But we're the only guys that do not a podcast about. We're the only guys that do a podcast about the pellet grill industry.
That's the whole reason I agreed to this. You said we're the only people, the first ever to do a podcast.
Okay, so I lied to you. So we're the first ever to do a podcast about pellet grills.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So, but I got to give a shout out to Greg Rempe over at the Barbecue Central Show.
Hey, Greg.
So it's a Barbecue Central show. He's on like twice a week. He covers the barbecue industry like nobody that I know, and he does a really good job. So I'm just telling you guys, it's a different style of podcast, 100%. It's just Greg. He's been doing it a long time. He's not an idiot, and like what you're seeing here and hearing, but
Pellet Circus.
yeah, the pellet circus. Thank you. Welcome to the pellet circus.
Abstinence pellets.
Oh my God. So, but that is, you can find Greg at the barbecue centralshow.com, the barbecuecentralshow.com. So he does stuff on, he does interviews and news, a lot of celebrity guys in the industry. And then there's another guy, Kevin. Kevin is a great guy, Kevin Sandage over at the BBQ Beat. And it is the BBQ Central Show for Greg. So I don't confuse, don't spell out barbecue. It's the bbqcentralshow.com for Greg Rempe. But Kevin does he does just a podcast. And his podcast is more news and reviews. He reviews a lot of stuff. And then he talks about news too. They're different. I mean, you can listen to both of them, not hear the same stuff. But they both cover a lot of interesting stuff with the barbecue industry, because we cover the pellet side of it.
Yeah.
Those guys, Kevin over at barbecuebeat.com covers the barbecue side along with Greg. So anyway, just wanted to give a shout out to those two guys. They do really good work, and I really trashed Greg's thing when I was talking about it the first time, because I just trashed, what I said and the name, and yeah. So and it was really because I was trying to give both of them kudos, and it turned into a train wreck. So I had to write it down. So I have it written right there. I have it written down, so I don't screw it up.
You got a lot of crossed off stuff there too.
Yeah, lots of crossed out stuff. That's I think, and then I cross out, and I think, and I cross out. So, and we're doing tips and tricks too. We're covering tips and tricks. I forgot to say that. So you didn't remind me of that. News, tips and tricks.
You're on a roll. I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, thanks. Please do. Sometimes it really helps.
Where are we?
Oh my God. 30 minutes after the hour. I want to do traffic and news and weather. Thank you
Now,
very much.
Traffic on the 9.
Oh my God. So Weber, that's one thing. Let's see. Yoder has come up with a new controller they've been working on, a new controller. I don't think they've released it yet, and it might get pushed back a little bit now, but it's a new Wi-Fi enabled controller. I know they were working on that. It's going to be somewhere between $300 and $400 for an update. It's a good controller though. Really good controller.
Really good.
I don't know if you have anything.
We got a couple of people working on controllers. That's the new thing now. So
yeah, everybody, and some of the places are holding off. I know a couple of grill companies, I think Assassin and Smokin' Brothers and a couple others are kind of holding off on Wi-Fi until it's perfect, because they don't want to go back and forth. Smoke Daddy too.
Smoke Daddy's got
right?
one.
Yeah,
Yep.
Smoke Daddy's got one.
They're on phase 2 of their controller. Seems to be working good.
Yeah, there you go. SmokeDaddy.com, I think that is for his grills. Anyway, so all these companies are working on them or not put them out because they want them to get done correctly and succeeded before anything gets released. I know some companies have released and have had world of issues. And everybody wants to be first to market. Sometimes you trip over yourself and you do it. So
yeah,
I think RecTech 2 is working on one, but they're holding off. So there you go. What else? Yoder's is called an ACS, by the way, Adaptive Control System. Adaptive Control System. Yeah. So that's the news for the day. Coming in. You guys hear anything or want to share something, drop us notes on Facebook or Instagram or wherever all our social.
Yeah, we got for the last couple times that we did this, and I talked to you guys on Facebook and left a message saying, what do you want to hear about? We have that written down, and we will be covering them. So we're trying to get an ebb and flow of
the show. Yeah. So,
but keep bringing the ideas.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
I'll always want them. At the top, I said that we were going to talk news, open chat, and recipes, and actually, I missed the stupid pellet grill myths, tips and tricks. I completely.
It kind of blends in.
Yeah, and that's my fault. I'm the idiot that created this. Excuse me. And no, it's not Corona. You're good. Yeah. So on that end, I want to push a button where it says tips and tricks. A little bit of music, and yeah, we'll get that in 20 years.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, in 20 years, maybe less. So, when we continually talk, I mean, we're always cooking, playing with the grills. In fact, I think we're getting
Grills,
yes. Here at the
not girls, grills.
Grills. Yes, grills. At the shop here, we have it's Friday. We usually cook for everybody, but it's been kind of nasty out, and it takes too long. It just takes too long to cook.
We're too busy right now.
Yeah, and what we try doing, if we can put an hour or two at it, then we cook. But when it's colder, it just takes longer from the time you prep and get everything done. And it's nothing new. I'm telling you guys. You guys all know this. So, so what we're trying to take care of now is getting rid of a couple. We've had 4 grills. We have, and I'll share. It's good to share, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've had 4 grills forever. We have my original old Traeger that needs a new controller. We've trashed. It's been dropped, moved, kicked, punched, maybe slightly handled a few times too many.
But I think it's 15 years old, 20 years old.
17.
Yeah.
17 years old that Traeger is.
Still going.
I've replaced 4 hot rods and I think this will be the 4th controller.
Really?
Yeah, because I beat it. When we moved over to this facility, it got loose in the truck, and it turned into it was a pellet grill bullet. It was, watch out!
What?
Yeah, not good. Yeah, it bounced off a few walls. It almost fell off the back of the truck. So. No.
That was good promotion for Traeger.
Yeah.
Look how indestructible this thing
Yeah,
is.
not good. It's got 4 wheels, but we use 3 of them most of the time.
Wasn't there a commercial in the 80s where a gorilla was jumping on suitcases or something?
Oh yeah, that was Samsonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samsonite. Oh my God. Wow, good memories. Anyway, so we're gonna replace the controller, but it's off to the side. We have a Holland who's now out of business.
Yeah.
In case you guys didn't know, Holland Grills is gone, done.
So we have one for sale.
Yeah, cheap.
Real cheap.
Real cheap. And
Not that it's a bad grill. We're moving on.
So what we do with our grills is usually we have somebody in the company that will buy it. We give employees a discount or deal, or one of our other customers that swings by the shop, or
Somebody just wants to start out.
yeah. Currently, it's not up. We got to clean it out, make it look halfway decent.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and probably put it either in. We have a little retail shop. We don't advertise it, but it's for those that live by us and pick up pellets, and we have stuff in it. We might put it in that, or we'll put it on Craigslist. I'll have you post it on Craigslist maybe, or Facebook Market, something just to get it out of the way. But then we have to replace it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to replace it with. I mean, we've tested almost every grill on the market at this point. And
Within the last year.
every grill since they've come out, we've tested a lot of grills.
Right. This last year, though, we haven't tested.
No, we haven't tested a lot because it's been kind of the same.
And there's been a lot of people jumping on board.
Yeah.
So we can't keep up.
Yeah, so like we're still waiting from a grill from
Assassin.
Grill. They make a great grill. They're just busy. We're waiting for. In fact, we got a grill finally from Smoking Brothers, and we pay. We buy these. We're not looking for deals. We don't do deals. We test them because we always tell everybody our pellets work in the grills.
Yep.
And we do, and we know that because we buy that grill specifically and make sure. So pretty much everything out there we have tested, played with, cooked on. And we cook every Friday for everybody here. So, and we don't always fire up all four, but we utilize some for hanging. You know, somebody might be loading a truck, he might not come and be able to eat right away. So, which really happens more than we like. But we'll keep food warm. We'll use a couple of them for warming, and a couple for cooking. So that's generally what happens.
Yeah.
And JR is usually, you know, Junior's the guy that's usually the cook. So he's the schmack of the day.
They don't have a leather cooking vest.
Yeah, not yet. So
Just branded with it off me.
yeah, nice. So yeah, we'll brand it with, yeah, I get it. It's a branding iron hot off of him. Yeah.
Hey, there's no fooling this guy, huh?
Yeah. So we're getting rid of the Holland. I think we're going to bring in one of the traditionals from Smoking Brothers. Their traditional 36. Nice big grill. It's kind of it's a side hopper, holds 15 pounds of pellets, and we haven't cooked on it yet. So that's the next one we're going to play with. We also have a Rec Tech, I call it a burger burner. It's their bullseye. Looks like a kettle grill. It's a kettle grill. We use that. I like it. I mean, it gets up quick, hot, quick, bomb. It's a good one. We do a lot of burgers and wieners on that. So we you know, if we got to turn over smaller, quicker food, it's really good for it. I mean, we haven't slow cooked on that. I can't see why you couldn't, but it burns hotter.
Yeah.
So we have that. We also have what's called a black olive, which is a Komodo style, like a big green egg, but it has got a pellet feed system on it. So it's ceramic. It's just got a small grill. It's the only thing I don't like about it. It's the grilling surface is just a little small.
And the pellet
So
hopper is
yeah, it holds about 10 pounds. So you know I like the grill. Damn thing was expensive as hell. But.
And it's the grill that you see right now in the picture of the virtual competition that we're doing right now.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the grill.
Yeah, that is our black olive. So, and I like olives, so I had to have the grill. So the wife got mad, but that's why she's over it.
Yeah.
I gotta stop doing that. So we're gonna replace the Holland with we're gonna use the new Smoking Brothers in place of the Holland. So we're gonna have 3 grills for a while until we get a new controller. And I don't know if we have another grill coming down the pipe that we're gonna try.
We have a couple in the fire we're waiting on, so I don't know what's gonna pan out yet.
We'll see what happens. But
if anybody's listening to this and they have a grill manufacturer or they are a grill manufacturer and want us to test them out, let us know. By all means, like Chris said, we're not looking to get it for free. We'll pay for it, or maybe we could trade some pellets for it. Maybe something for you to think about.
Yeah. Hey, either way, we'll work out something. But we like to try it because we use them.
Yep.
You know, it's not like we don't.
It's not a one done deal. We use the heck out of them. So
yeah, you get good feedback. There's been changes on some grills that are out there because of feedback that we've given. Not huge, but I mean ones that were just smart. So
well, yeah, I know one in particular in the last 2 years that I've been working here has just exploded, and
but
we talk about it nonstop.
And we can't mention names, but still. So what do you have on your? Oh, so here's a little tip. I don't clean out. It's pellet grill tip. I don't clean out my grill after every use. I am a lazy grill guy. I'll tell you. Julie, my bride, she uses the grill, and the kids use the grill more than I do.
Yeah.
And
the kids. use it more than my wife does.
But which is, whatever. That aggravates him that she doesn't want to deal with it. But so the kids use the grill a lot. And now that we're our school system shut down because of what's going on, and we don't even know if we're going back to school. But the kids can cook, and don't start the oven. Leave it alone. It's safer. Start the grill because you can push that off the patio and not have to worry about anything burning down. But they're both smart enough and they're old enough to deal with it. And they've been cooking on it forever. So, so the point I'm making is I'm the guy that gets to clean it. And because of that, I don't clean it after every use. You don't need to. I think I clean my grill out after about every 40 pounds. And you can leave it longer.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely leave it longer, but it seems to work better. So I'm telling you, after every 40-pound bag, give or take, clean the grill. And yeah, it'll take more, but it just seems to work better. Temps hold, just across the board, it seems to work better after 40 pounds. And that's 40 hours of smoking. If you're grilling, that's an average of about 30 hours of grilling, 27 to 30 hours of grilling and smoking together. Because, you use a little bit more pellets when you crank it up. But
yeah, people doing lawn smokes, it's not a long time, but the general person at home doing everyday meals, that's a lot of smoking.
yeah, that's just a lot of time. So it's not, you're going to clean it out every once in a while. And we use our grill a lot. We clean ours out a lot. But so I'll tell you, do that now. And here's another little tip that goes with cleaning out the grill. If you go to your local secondhand store, and I think I've mentioned this previous, you go to a local secondhand store, look for a tiny shop vac, like for your car vacuum that's got a little hose, and they're $5 or $10. I picked up a really good Dirt Devil for like $9, and removable filter on it. And I load it up until it can't take anymore, dump it out in the woods, the ash in the woods, because it's not going to hurt anything. I dump out the ash, so I'm not making a mess in the garage for garbage. And I just make sure it's all cleaned out, and I put it back together, and it works great. And
cooled off.
Yeah, and cooled off. Yeah, make sure your grill's cooled off before you use it. But it's just, I'm not saying don't go out and buy a vac that doesn't blow out any dust. I'm just telling you, could be a better way of doing it for less money.
Mm-hmm.
So it will blow out a little bit of dust, but you'll get used to it. You get used to learning how to use it. I would tell you though, get one with a bag, because if you don't, some of them don't have bags. They just have these little collection bins, and they're not good. I've learned you'll be in a cloud.
Yes.
First time you use it.
Gotta learn how to point your vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. And so clean grill is very important. On that, I think we were going to talk about cold smoking too. Do you cold smoke at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I cold smoke a lot of stuff. I like that. One of our restaurants, my buddy has, and I was doing a bunch of cold smoked fish for him, and then he would do his beer batter deal and deep fry it on Fish Fry Friday. And he loved it.
Really?
Yeah. Trying to get him to get one for him, but he don't have a lot of time. So.
Yeah. So are you the one that, and I don't remember if it was you, are you the one that told me that you knew a guy that was cooking on a flat grill, and to smoke the food while he was cooking, he would actually put pellets on the grill and then cover it with a pan top? Was that you?
No, but you said that.
Okay, and I didn't know if I heard it from you. So
I remember.
Yeah, and I don't remember who told me. And if you're listening, I'm very sorry. You can send me a nasty note later. But this guy had a flat top grill, and this is a hooded grill. This is a kitchen, a restaurant kitchen. So he would take our pellets, and I think he still does. He would take our pellets, and he would have a dish that he would have it smoked. So like he would have, they used to open for breakfast, don't know if they do, but he would do a smoked omelet. So he would finish off the omelet on the colder side of the grill that the pellets would smolder. So he would get smoke underneath a lid, a big lid, something that's like a 12 or 14 inch lid, but had a good top to it, like a 2-inch
Yeah.
high rise to it.
Yeah, you need some flowage.
Yeah. And he would go ahead and throw pellets underneath that, and I'm talking 5 or 10 pellets total, not a lot.
Just pellets raw on
Raw
the griddle?
pellets on the grill, and he would cover it with the top.
Hmm.
Well, they won't light because there's no oxygen. And if they do,
Right.
they'll go out, but they'll smolder like nobody's business. And he's got a hood, so it's not like it's going, all the heat and smoke's going up.
That's genius.
Yeah, so he would take the cover off and he wouldn't take it off. He'd just move it over. He'd crack some eggs, almost get them finished, pull it back over and cover it. He'd do it with eggs. He'd do it with burgers. He'd do it with just something that would be almost finished, and he would cover it. He had it down to a science, and I tasted the eggs, and they were, way off the deep end. And they were smoked. They were great. And he would go ahead and just cover it and let them finish. And the smoke would be in there smoldering, and then he would serve it on the plate. And oh my God, just stupid. So that's not cold smoking, but the point is, if you kind of step outside your zone and think about things to cold smoke. So on my end, my cold smoking thing, okay, so those of you that have a flat grill or have the opportunity, it's awesome. I mean, that's really cool to do.
Try it. If anybody tries it or has done it, let us know. We'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, we don't have a flat grill here yet.
Yet.
So it'd be cool to see. Now, what I do for cold smoking, I've cold smoked forever, and I do all kind. Here's one thing: don't cold smoke. Do not cold smoke coffee beans. It just don't work.
Okay.
Oh my God, it tastes.
I'll take your word for that one.
It tastes like, and we both love our coffee.
Yes.
It just tastes like crap. It's oh my God. It's
Monkey crap. We
Oh.
just had this conversation last night at home.
About monkey crap?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They-
No wonder your wife doesn't use the grill. She's afraid to touch it.
yeah, exactly. No, they make a coffee.
Oh yeah, the monkey, yeah, and out of Indonesia or something, and it's super expensive.
Yes.
They eat the bean or they eat the nut around and whatever poops out, they take the bean and then they make coffee out of it.
Yeah.
I swear.
Just so you know.
That's true.
It's true.
It's true. We did not come up with that.
God, this coffee tastes like, yeah.
I wonder why.
I think Jack Nicholson was like one of the first ones to publicly say something about it. It was one of his movies. And then it just blew up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't even know
How do
to
we
finish
get the
with
monkey
that.
crap?
I don't know. So cold smoking. So when I cold smoke, so don't do coffee. We were cold smoking coffee. Don't do coffee.
Don't do coffee.
That doesn't. I thought it would really. It doesn't. So I bought coffee from a guy that actually took his coffee and they have to roast it. And there's a guy south. I don't have the coffee anymore, but he would roast his coffee in a smoker. So he wouldn't smoke it, but it had this tinge because it was a wood-fired roaster, and it was just different than electric or gas roasting.
I could see why it tastes good though.
Yeah, just a tinge off. It wasn't roasted with it, but it just had, it got in there. During roasting, it was different, but you can't do it afterwards. At least I couldn't figure it out. So, and then the other thing that I cold smoke, I like my martinis. So I like dirty martinis, and not that I have a lot of them, but I like different flavors. So I found that I like smoked food. So when I make my martinis, if I make it, so I buy these big, the big green queen olives.
Yeah.
They're called queen olives because they're the size as a queen. They're big. And I take the pimento out and I'll stuff them with cheese usually. You guys have all had that.
And they've been on our page too. They're on our page under our recipes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and then I smoke them. So that's the big thing. I take green olives and I'll cold smoke them. Oh my God, I'm getting thirsty as I'm talking. There's nothing better than a cold smoked olive in your martini. Just one. It only takes one olive in a martini, but a smoked dirty martini, just right there. It's right at the top. It's awesome. So that's one of the best things that I've done. That I do eggs occasionally, hard boiled. Obviously, I'll do hard boiled eggs. And it doesn't take a lot for eggs, or for most of them are about a 5 or 10 minute thing. I do have a recipe at the end of the show that has to do with smoking cold and hot, but different ways. So stick around for that. But the cold smoking thing, what I tell you is, you can use. There's a lot of devices out. I mean, I don't have to name any of them, but
No, everybody knows.
yeah, you can buy cold smoking devices all over the place. Sometimes they're used for additional smoke in grills because some grills don't, depending on the pellets that you use. Some people don't understand. Not all pellets are created equal. There's my commercial for the day. We're more flavorful than most because we don't have any oak and all their extra additives, and what's in our bag is what's written on the bag is what's in the bag. So you get some good flavor. Should I get out of my commercial mode now?
Yeah, I like that. What's written on the bag is in the bag.
Yeah.
Cookinpellets.com.
Thank you very much. Oh, I like that. Okay. Cut that. Cut. Okay. So print. So when I cold smoke, it doesn't take a lot of time to cold smoke sometimes. Now, when you're doing cheese, and this is all dependent on your grill, listeners, your grill, the temperature outside, what you're using, what things you're trying to smoke. Cheese takes very quick. Eggs take very quick. I know people that cold smoke fish. There's a lot of things that take smoking very quick. There's other things that takes a lot longer to give a good smoke to.
Yes.
My father-in-law, God rest his soul, used to love ribeyes, and he loved the taste, but he wanted that I would reverse sear for him because he loved that char thing because that's what he grew up with, and that's what we grew up with.
Yeah.
But he always really liked that char. So I would cold smoke his steaks for him before he'd come over. And then I'd crank up my gasser and cook it as normal. The 5 minute, 2.5 aside and done, and medium rare, and and a thick chunk of ribeye, but it would have a nice smoke base to it. So that's something. And if you cold smoke food, you don't have to use it right away.
No, but that's what I do. I put it in the, I cold smoke it, and I'll put it in the freezer.
Yeah. And you can do that, and it doesn't go away. Now, I will tell you, though, if you over smoke something, like sometimes I'll over smoke olives because of what I'm using, or I forget about it because I get busy. Squirrel. And if that happens, I'll end up throwing it in a Ziploc bag and putting it in the back of the fridge for a couple of days, 3-4 days. And the smoke it'll like relax. It'll pull away a little bit. It's not so intense. So before you throw it in the freezer, and this is all a matter of play. That's why we got our grills. If I wanted to not play with my grill, I would not have a pellet grill.
Right.
So, and I love trying different stuff.
The other thing to do too, keep in mind that a lot of times when you cold smoke, or even like medium smoke stuff fast, like hamburgers or something like that, sometimes the smoke takes a while to catch up.
Yeah.
The flavor. So if you think you just did a smoke for 2 hours, you freeze all that stuff. Or cheese is a good example. Cheese is a really good example because if you smoke cheese for 4 to 6 hours, if you taste it right away, it's gonna have a really bad bite.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna just taste like pure smoke.
Yeah, 100%.
But what the whole idea of smoking the cheese is smoking it and vacuum sealing it or wrapping it up in saran wrap and setting in your refrigerator for at least 3 to 4 weeks.
For cheese.
Okay.
And I'm not a big cheese smoker, so that's cool. That's a great tip.
So, and I learned, we have a customer down in Texas that sent us, he's got a Weber grill, but he's cold smoking all the cheese, and he's only got a certain amount of window to do it because you can't smoke cheese in the middle of the summer, cold smoke it, because it'll still melt in your grill because your temperature's up.
Right.
So you got to have that fine line of ambient temperature to inside temperature.
Right. Very cool. So that is going to progress down into our recipe. So with all the cold smoking, I mean, I've done a lot of different things on the smoker, from olives to fish, scallops, shrimp, cold, hot. I try everything and put it away. Some cheeses, but I think I've ruined more cheese, not knowing. I don't know what the hell I didn't ask you, but not knowing that, now I know you're the cheese whiz. So thank you. I was just trying to figure that in, to fit it in somehow. So But not, honestly, I have ruined a lot of cheese, and I thought I ruined it. So note to self, everybody, it's not necessarily ruined. Just wrap it up and throw it, put it in the back of the fridge for a couple of weeks and see what happens to it. Let it mellow out. So, and I should have known that because I've done that with other things. It just, after 2 days, it didn't change. But I can see where it would take a little bit of time. So, so on to the recipe of, and this has to do with cold and hot smoking, but there's 2 different ways to do this. Okay, it's the recipe of the week, month, day,
Weekday.
till the next Stephanie podcast. So I love spaghetti. I make spaghetti. Annika loves spaghetti, mac and cheese. She's a noodle girl. Grayson, not so much. Julie loves it. I love it. I love noodles. Buttered noodles, hot buttered noodles. Oh
Noodle
my
salt.
God. Oh God. Okay.
That's
Well, that's it. We're done. We're
Yep.
gonna go get buttered noodles.
Yep.
So there's nothing better than a good rich. I'm a meat-based spaghetti sauce guy. I grew up with that, and I love a good rich meaty spaghetti sauce. So I have come up with a way to make an awesome spaghetti sauce, and that's a trick in itself. And I'm not going to share that one this time, but what I'm going to share is smoked spaghetti sauce. Yes, it went quiet. The whole world went quiet when I said that because everybody's now, I have them tuned all in and ready for this. So make your spaghetti. I don't care if you get a ragu. Oh, I can't even say that. I don't care if you get a ragu or whatever. Get a bottle.
You're gonna talk this up, and we're having something for lunch today.
Well, because I didn't make spaghetti sauce, I didn't have time. So we are, when we have time, I'm gonna do this. I mean, we're gonna do this in the upcoming weeks because we're gonna try it on another podcast. Only because I've touched on it again because I haven't done it for a while. So everybody needs to go out. Everybody has a 9x13 pan at home. I don't know anybody that does not have a 9x13 pan at home. Okay, something with a shoulder on it. You got to have a pan with a shoulder. Okay. And in fact, I learned the last time I did this, it was best with a sheet pan. Okay, if you have a smaller grill, you might not fit a full sheet pan. You can get
Sheet pan?
No, sheet pan, like for an oven for a restaurant. You can go to Restaurant Depot, you can go to Sam's, you can buy sheet pans. They got about a 3/4 inch shoulder on them.
Oh yeah.
So it's still a pan, but it's got a shoulder on it. You got to have something to keep. If you put it on a cookie sheet and it falls off the side, you're going to have a mess.
Yeah.
So you got to have
you
got to have a pan, something with a lip on it. A half inch, whatever. So so I used a sheet pan last time. Take your favorite spaghetti sauce, put it on the sheet pan, take a spatula, smooth it out, maybe one from grilllight.com, I don't know. Smear it out, make it nice and thin, turn your grill up to 180.
You're natural.
I am. Turn your grill up to 180 and then let it smoke. You got to let it smoke for about 30 minutes.
That's it?
No.
Okay.
Then now I do it every 30 minutes or so. I turn the spaghetti. So think of when you have to fold something in for cooking. It's kind of what I'm doing. I scoop and I turn and I scoop and I turn. And I'm not mixing. I scoop it because the stuff underneath really hasn't any smoke. So what I'm trying to do is get the smoked top part kind of underneath. I mix and this takes a couple hours to really get a nice base on it. So, and I'm talking a lot of, I make spaghetti sauce. It's a pile. Like, it's not a little jar of spaghetti sauce. You could do a little jar. Just note to self, the longer you do this, the more smoke you're going to put in. So you might want to test it every once in a while so you don't ruin everything you're doing because you can over smoke this really quick. Point is, I turn. It takes me about 2 hours to fill that on a 9x13 pan or a half sheet pan that's full. There's no empty spots of sauce. It's
just level.
It's level.
How full to
halfway? But no, it just depends on how much you want to put in there.
Okay.
The point is, smear it out so you can't see any pan.
Right, no bottom.
Yeah, but if it's very thin covering, it's going to happen really quick. Okay, so note to self, you have to be common sense on this. You can't do it really long if you don't have a lot of sauce. If you're going to try it with one bottle of sauce, you're going to get it smoked very quick. So, but it's something for you all to try. I'm telling you, smoked spaghetti sauce is almost better than a pile of hundreds in front of you. It is phenomenal. It is so good, and you don't. It just adds, and you don't have to have a lot of smoke to it. But I don't want to smoke the ground beef because it changed. I've tried that, but it changes how the flavor is. When I just do the scoop every 20 minutes, when I do big batches, it takes me about 3 hours to do this, to smoke it afterwards.
Does it cook down?
It does. I was just going to say, you have to add a liquid back into it. Water, chili, sauce, whatever. You have to add liquid back because it will take the liquid out of it in a heartbeat. So every time I turn it, about every other time I add a little liquid to it, I turn it and then I mix it a little bit. And then I go ahead and I turn it 2 turns, just flop it over, and then I add some moisture to it and then mix it in and then start turning again. So that's the recipe of the day, of the year, of the week, until the next one, because that one's awesome too. So that, I'm telling you, smoked spaghetti sauce, it's the shit. It's awesome. And it stays, it's just, freeze it. It don't go nowhere once it's set, and you get used to it.
Well, you gotta be careful with freezing spaghetti sauce though, because it gets really watery.
Yeah, but no, and I'll tell you this. So I make sure at the end I let it reduce down a little bit.
Okay.
Because my spaghetti sauce is generally pretty thick, but I let it get back to that before I take it off. Because it's like, oh my God, I am so hungry now. It is so good. It's stupid.
So are you a spaghetti and meatball guy, or a spaghetti with meat sauce, with meat in the sauce?
It's a meat sauce. There's no meatballs. When I was growing, we were really poor when I was growing up.
How poor were you?
I was so poor that the cow used to. Yeah, we'd pay for the cow. Yeah, so we were pretty poor when I was growing up, and I remembered powdered milk. That there's a lot of people don't remember powdered milk. Yeah, and that's when it's tough to go. So when we had a chance, I think I love it so much because it was a special meal for us, because we didn't have
spaghetti was a special
meat
meal?
Sauce. Yeah,
really,
because the meat sauce spaghetti.
The meat was a treat.
Yes, the meat was a treat. My dad didn't like it any other way, so we didn't have it a lot when I was growing up. Now later years, getting I'd say around 10 or 12 years old, we had it a lot more. Change in lifestyles. Right. But when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have it as much, and only because we just didn't have the money for the meat. So, we had staples to buy for the kids, me and my brother at the time. So, but I can remember my dad, I want the spaghetti, and it was a meat sauce only. So I didn't realize that there was meatballs with spaghetti until we actually went to a restaurant and somebody we were with ordered it, and I'm like, what the heck?
What the hell is this?
And,
Mom!
Well, and I'll tell you why, because when we had meatballs, they were Swedish meatballs in a gravy. And that's what I
That's
had.
the only meatball you ever knew?
That's the only meat, because my mom is Swedish and Norwegian. So this is what I grew up with Swedish meatballs, which are a little bit sweet in a gravy. They weren't in the spaghetti. So it really never hit that's where they should be. But we always had that meat sauce. So
I'm trying to get a visualization here on, now, we all know what Swedish meatballs are, but we all know what spaghetti meatballs are.
But the Swedish meatballs are smaller.
That's where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So your mom.
What the hell is that thing? That's what happened. Who overdid the meatball, Mom?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Your mom's meatballs, were they normal Swedish meatball size?
Normal, yeah, the smaller Swedish meatballs.
Okay,
yeah.
And then when you saw the meatball at the restaurant,
it was the size of a small baby's head. Yeah, it was like, oh my God. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was like, it was in an Italian restaurant down in Illinois where I grew up, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that thing?
Well, some of these places are like half pound of a meatball.
Oh yeah, it's literally they're rolling it out on its own container.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so that is number 4 in the tank. We could go on, and we both got stuff to do. We're about 1:10. We ran a little over. I apologize. Everybody out there, again, with the coronavirus thing, just common sense, please. Wash your hands 6 feet away from people, except the loved ones if they're not sick. Even though the wife keeps telling me, hey, you gotta be 6 foot away. And let's all stay healthy out there. Okay, if we can do anything for you, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Remember, we're doing the virtual barbecue thing this week coming up. We'll have final in 9 days live on our number 5. We'll have more news, more open chat, more recipes. We'll have a bunch of we'll have a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you got anything that.
Well, a lot of this is going to hinge on what the heck happens in the next couple of weeks with this.
Yeah, it will.
Virus thing. For our part of being with you on this.
Yeah.
So, but the contest is still from today until the 29th
of March.
Period.
Yeah.
So
Done.
whether we get to it in the first week of April.
Yeah. So until then, we appreciate everybody out there. Keep on following Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all that other stuff. And until next time, for Junior, this is the Reverend of Barbecue. And we'll see you later.
See ya.
If I can get this shut off, we'll see you later. Maybe. We'll see you later. We're still going. Bye.